built, within the last however many 20, 30 years, are all going to be able to withstand hurricane force winds.
In the Gulf today, bringing the threat of dangerous storm surge to the Bay Area. And we just got word from the White House that the president has approved an emergency declaration for Florida. Let's check in now with meteorologist Jim Weber for the very latest on Milton's track.
And you know what? This is now a Category 5. Winds have increased to 160 miles an hour. So this storm has not only rapidly intensified, we're talking about extreme intensification with
hurricane prep. Yep, we're still not moved out of here. Not yet. It's taken a while to get out. It's been about a week now since we moved into the live trailer that we're living in now. And just due to work and everything else, it's taken a long time. I'm not going to show you inside. It's a mess. We still got tons of stuff to take to storage. But just when you think, okay, I can start bringing stuff over to storage, a second hurricane happens. A second one in a little over a week. And this one is a Category 5, and it is right out there. Follow those power lines, and it goes right to the beach. And that's where it's coming in. It's coming in right here. We're going to have another hurricane, a Category 5. And it just so happens that Steph's stuck in a truck, or Steph loves animals, however you know her. Her Chevy Bolt 12-volt battery went dead, so we got to go get another battery. And we have no tools in the new trailer just yet, so they're here. So I got to go grab some tools, yank out her 12-volt battery, go over to the store with her, grab a new battery, put it in, all before tomorrow. And it's a madhouse out there. Interstate's packed up. Everybody's leaving the state. It's a madhouse. Dead stop traffic for miles and miles and miles. Probably 50 or 60 or 70 miles in any direction you go. It's crazy. I got to go get these tools. We've got to get this stuff done. I've never changed a 12-volt battery in an electric car before. My Nissan Leaf, I did have to get 2 batteries, and I really didn't need them. It was just one battery. But when I took the car to Nissan, they said that was the issue, and it's not the issue. It's the 63 kilowatt battery underneath is messed up. The last 2 cells are leaking juice or something, Leaf Spy says. So the battery's fine. It's just I can't charge it to 100. I can go to about 97, then anything over 97 it throws an error code, and I have to clear it with Leaf Spy. So I just 97's plenty, especially if I'm going long distances. But if I have to replace the battery here, you have to clear the codes with Leaf Spy. I found that out when Nissan was giving me the runaround, saying, oh no, it's not your big battery, it's your 12-volt battery. And it isn't. They're just trying to not give me a new battery. I don't know. But the Chevy Bolt, supposedly you just swap the batteries out. At least that's what YouTube says. No clearing codes, no nothing like that. Okay, so got the tools. We're going to need those to fix her car. I figure our trailer is so light, I'm going to use these awning tie downs, I think, with these things here, and screw these into the ground, and put one on each bumper, or each end of the bumper on the trailer, and then maybe one on the tongue, and stretch those out. And maybe, because the winds right now are 190 miles an hour. Yeah, that sounds pretty fast. And for a camper that only weighs 1,700 pounds, it's probably too fast. Oh, but we're going to need something. We're going to need something, definitely. On that RV right there, I've ridden out one Category 5, a few Category 4s, and numerous Category 3s. That RV right there can withstand some wind and hard driving rain. This thing here is hard to get out. It is way down there, the thing that locks the battery in. And then trying not to arc the positive there on anything. It's not easy. I mean, I did it. Now it's time to go to the store. I just think my Leaf does things a little bit easier. I think it's easier to get my battery out of the Leaf than it is in the Chevy Bolt. Chalk one up for Nissan. Well, if you can't tell, it is already late at night. We hit 3 auto parts stores and they don't have any batteries for the Chevy Bolt. So we had to place an order for one that will be here in 2 days, but that's right in the middle of the hurricane. So at the moment, her car is dead. She bought the battery, but it won't be here for 2 days. It's crazy that their OEM battery is much smaller. It's just, oh well. How much driving are we actually gonna do in a hurricane? Okay, I don't know how well this stuff's gonna work. I got that strapped to the ground. Got the black tank empty. Fresh water is, you know what, let's open it up. It's just fresh water. Let that go. You can keep the fresh water going. It doesn't stinky stink. Got the only thing we have connected though is the power. I went and got the red pickup truck from work, and we're charging this battery just in case, because this in Cousin Eddie, you flip that to go to shore power, and when you want RV power, you turn it off. I was told here in this trailer, you always leave it green, always, unless you're going to park for a long period of time and go, you know, on vacation or something on an airplane. You shut that off, it keeps the battery done. But we were getting no internal stuff off the battery, no lights or nothing. So it is a brand new battery. So my thought is, well, battery's dead. So I'm giving it a charge. I went ahead, hooked up to the bumper here with that landing leg down. I got all 4 stabilizers around this thing down. There's not much more we can do. If we have to pull up camp real fast, just whip these stabilizers up, drop this, drop that electric cable, and lift up that leg and go. But I think the truck should add enough weight, keeping it down here, and it is cockeyed at an angle because the wind should be coming in from this direction. It should be coming from the northeast down because we're getting that side of the hurricane. So we do have, this wall should be getting the brunt of the storm, and possibly the roof with these branches up here. We're not sure how that's going to happen yet, but to say the winds are 100 miles an hour, we are going to have this RV on this side of us protecting us from the wind coming this way. Plus we do got quite a few trees helping kill the wind before it gets here, hopefully, and another RV to break up the wind. So we got 2 RVs on the side of us that are much larger than ours that should help protect our little baby a little bit. But there's just no telling. This is a once in a 100-year storm. Not only that, we just had a hurricane last week. Anyway, there's not much more I can do. I have to go hop in my truck and head to Sarasota. I still got to work. Holy gosh. Try getting in a truck stop. Yeah, this is what pre-hurricanes are all about. Getting out in the parking lots and looking for insects and lizards to eat. Okay, so it is just starting to drizzle at the moment. Obviously the cranes are out walking around foraging because they love this time of year. They love it. That's what this is a crane's heaven. This is a crane's heaven. I am here delivering this load, and then I should make it home about 9 o'clock tonight, between 8 and 9 o'clock tonight, and continue on with a little bit of prep. And when I was in the truck, I was watching the iPad, what I normally use for navigation, sitting right there. And it looks like it's getting worse. They said inside the eye, winds are 200 miles an hour at the moment. That's a little bit crazy. I've never been afraid of a hurricane. Never have. Been in numerous ones. This one here has got me a little bit worried. Not gonna lie to you. I'm worried. They're not. Back home, 2 days That frog has not moved. He's been there for 2 solid days. It's like every insect that heads towards that light, this is like his feeding ground. He decided to stay there all day today, all night last night. He's not moving. But I think we are. So as the news has been progressing, we were thinking, okay, we'll ride it out. We got surrounding vehicles around us, a big oak tree to protect us from some of the higher winds. We have a tree over there. We could slap a camera on, aiming it at the trailer, and get some of that nighttime storm footage. Just let it, maybe do a live stream from that tree, just throughout the entire storm. That was kind of the plan. We were going to put a live stream from that tree aiming this way, and also from the vehicles, maybe shooting down through the campground for the people that left their rigs here and just bolted, you know, and maybe they could keep an eye on their vehicles through our live stream while they're out of state or something. But I came to the conclusion that it's probably best to pull out. I'm not really worried. I know this trailer only weighs 1,700 pounds. I have it strapped down to the ground pretty good in the back and in the front. Plus, I went to work and I stowed one of our company pickups that weighs a lot and put it on the tow hitch there. So it shouldn't go too far. 110 mile an hour winds. It's just got me thinking. If there's, you know, if it's just a gust, 110 mile an hour gust now and then, no big deal. I mean, when you drive down the interstate at 65 miles an hour, sometimes on breezy days, adding to the mileage of the wind. But it just got me thinking, it's sometime tomorrow afternoon before the sun goes down and the hurricane eye comes ashore right over there. It's probably best to be in a safer location. And like I said, it's not due to the RV or the trailer not able to handle the high winds. I'm pretty sure I got it strapped into the ground solid. But it is that tree, that oak tree that I think would protect us, could also damage us. 110 mile an hour winds. Right now, I think it's at 165 miles an hour in the center of the eye. You get 100 mile an hour to 165 mile an hour winds, these branches are going to break, and it's a heavy oak tree. So I think it's best that we move. We're not fleeing far away. We were going to go for a bank or a car wash that's right down the street, but I work right over here. My trucking company is right over there. So we have a lot of trailers lined up. So I backed my truck and trailer in, and then tomorrow I think I'm going to pull my truck and trailer out and back this in with the pickup truck in between all of our trailers, because it's not going to be like dominoes where the wind's just tipping all the trailers over. Tractor trailers, we're pretty heavy, and we got some loaded trailers over there, and I think they will block the wind and protect us. And if any gust does come, the furthest we're going to tip over is maybe a foot into another tractor trailer. So we kind of ping pong off of them. But we're going to ride it out. We're going to stay in the trailer throughout the entire hurricane. It's just we need a little bit more wind protection. It's still going to be scary, but I'm going to feel a lot safer that we're not going to have any flying debris or tree branches falling on us. So I know on our other channel, on our Live channel that we created, we've been getting a lot of comments. You guys need to go. That thing, the wind's going to throw this thing around like a tin can, you know. And they're probably right. So we're going to move, and then Thursday, the next day, we're going to come back here to the campground. They said we can come back. We can go to safety, find a safe place to park away from trees, and the next day come on back. And when we come back across the street the day after the storm, if one of those tree branches is down, I'll know we made the right decision. That's how I'm looking at it. Anyway, until the next time, possibly in the middle of a hurricane, I'll see you guys, not from, really from down the road, because we're just going across the street. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, everybody.